Okay, let's see if we can.
Are we speaking of this?
No, that's a dummy mic. You can just, I mean, you can always see how far. I'm just glad I actually found this because it's just like this on my desk. And at this angle, it looks very phallic. And this,
Hey everyone, it's Lachlan Monroe.
I'm Maddie Mason.
Kane Hodder here.
This is Leah Boise, and you are listening to Hammy Talks Movies.
And you're watching Hammy Talks Movies.
You're listening to Hammy Talks Movies.
You've got to take a listen to the podcast because if you don't, I'll probably do something like that to you.
All righty. Well, we are back at the Retro Community Game Convention, inaugural event sponsored by Dubtendo. Speaking of Dubtendo, we have Gdub right here, creator of Dubtendo, godfather of this event right here. Of course, it took a lot to make this happen. You know, it takes a village. And of course, we had such a great village. But the visionary here, we have Gdub. Thanks for coming, man.
Appreciate it, brother. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So first, let's start off Dubtendo. We've talked Dubtendo with RJ and Platy and Cindy and everyone. We've talked Dubtendo. What is a Dubtendo?
So originally it started out, there was no Dubtendo name, right? It was just a modified console, a modified Nintendo or Super Nintendo Mini. It's just a modified console with every game that we grew up playing. Every console, the name came from once I started modifying for them for people. Pink Whiskey, who was old school. I'm sure you know Pink
I
Whiskey,
know Pink.
right? In the chat one night, he was like Dubtendo, and I was like, actually,
That
that's a good ring to
that
it.
worked.
Pink Whiskey.
So when you started doing this, were you like, okay, so I've got this system, I bet I could do something with it, and you just did it for yourself? Or did you really kind of have this plan? You're like, this is something that I could do because it's turned into a whole community.
Yeah. Originally, I bought the Nintendo Mini in 2016, I think, and played it for a little bit, 30 games on it, not much. I'm like, whatever. I kind of just set it to the side, and I saw a YouTube video, like, add games to your NES Mini. And I'm like, okay, well, let me check this out. So I ended up adding the whole Nintendo library. And then I was like, okay, this is pretty awesome. And then I saw another video adding, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, TurboGrafx, all these other consoles. And that's when I kind of like really started digging into it and like joined the Discord for Rockin' the Classics and going to their Reddit page and just kind of like learning how to do all this. And I mean, it kept evolving and evolving. I think when I started streaming, I had like 5 consoles on there.
Mm-hmm.
And when people started asking me like to mod their console, like maybe the first couple months, I was like, oh no, you just do it yourself. Go to this website or check out this YouTube video. And then when like literally hundreds of people were asking me, I'm like, man, maybe I should look at doing this and
Something, yeah.
try to make a little cash on the side.
I mean, not retiring or anything, but
No.
yeah, a little something.
Yeah.
A little
that's a
poke and
little
horror
something.
money.
So that's when I kind of started breaking it down, focusing more. I literally would test every game. So like Nintendo, there's 700-800 games. Super Nintendo, the same. I literally went into every single one of those, fired the game up, made sure it worked, and then went to the next game.
Wow.
I mean, we're talking like sometimes I would be sitting there for 4 hours doing nothing but turning a game on just to make sure it fires up because like what people don't realize, you see all these videos and everything and they say, oh, they're super easy to mod. You just drag the games in the program.
It's not that easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
Each game responds different. Like games like Final Fantasy and these Enix games and like Illusion of Gaia and Robotron. They're all like
Paperboy was weird too. I remember there's a couple of aftermarket systems.
Yeah.
That Paperboy, a couple, there's a few obscure games, but Paperboy is one of those big titles. It wouldn't play on those. So, I mean, it's just.
I don't know if I ever had a problem with that one.
I mean, not on the Dubtendo? Yeah. I know that I think on the first Retron, boy, it wouldn't work. I do cartridges. I play on a Retron 3. The 3, I didn't have any problem, but it switches between, American, Japanese, there's some more things. So, but yeah, no, so it's not as easy as you would think. So before you started doing this to your own, did you have any kind of background in computers and modding?
It just evolved from one thing to the next, and now I have all these tutorials and videos and manuals and everything in like the modding community that like, especially like spotting a fake mini console.
That was another topic
used by like the modding community now because I, put all this, everything together. It's not all just me, the modding community kind of here and there.
Yeah. Keyword community.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. I just mentioned it takes it really takes a village.
Yeah.
We have such an incredible village, modding, retro, just everyone here. Shut up, RJ. But no, that's something that I kind of talked about too. That's why I was hesitant, because you don't sell the minis. You know, if somebody has a mini, you can assist in maybe helping someone find one, but they send you their mini and then you do the mod, you talk with them what they want, and then you send it back. And so that's what really kind of kept me from it, because I saw so many fakes, in all the conventions that I go to. Even retro gaming stores don't know the difference.
Yeah.
They really should, but they don't.
Yep.
Flea markets. I love me a good flea market. You know, you find a lot of crud, but sometimes you can find a diamond in the rough. But that kept me from really kind of getting in with it. And again, someone from the community just kind of overheard me say, I really wanted to get one. And like, well, I have an extra one. Yeah, I know. Just give me, give me what I paid for it, and we'll get it to Gdub and get it going. So yeah, I'm gonna have one. Y'all are gonna see some obscure shit coming through my screen, because obscure shit, games you've never heard of. That's my jam. That's what I'm gonna go through and play. So
I have to show you something a little bit later on. We got some weird ones. You ever played Mario's Mystery Meat?
I'm so intrigued right now. You had my curiosity, but now, sir, you have my attention.
He's never played Mario's Mystery Meat.
Hey, Cindy, could you come over on camera and describe what Mario's Mystery Meat is?
He wants to play an obscure game.
I didn't think she would do it. Here she comes. Here, just right over here. Come right between us. Here, you can just go ahead and speak right into this.
Did he leave right when you showed up? He's been playing that game for about 6 hours straight.
We're being interrupted, but Mario's Mystery Meat is...
He's been playing that for like 6 hours.
Meat and mystery and a whole lot of Mario. I love the pizza. A whole lot of meat.
Yeah, I know what we're streaming here in a minute.
They don't leave nearly as much mystery as you might want.
Up, you got to play that game, bro.
We're down. I'm down.
It is the wildest Mario game you will ever see. It's crazy.
And see, and that's what's so great. That's what's so great about the Gdub Tendo. That's what's so great about the community. You're always finding new things. There's always something else. You think you know everything. There's so much content out there. There's always another streamer playing a different game or with another point of view that you haven't seen before. When you think you know all the tips and tricks, then you got randomizers. You know, you got, the equivalent of fan fiction of these games, mods and so forth. So there's always something new to play. Outside of the Gdub Tendo, let's talk. What's your go-to game? The game that defines you. We've seen a lot of Legend of Zelda.
I mean, that's Double Dragon 2. Right?
Double Dragon 2.
Number 5.
Tell me, so you've
in the world,
So you've played it before?
Yeah, a few times.
And you can actually beat it. Like, you can get to the end.
A few times.
Number 5 Double Dragon 2 player in the world right here. He still plays it quite a bit on his stream. Definitely follow. We'll have everybody's online handles and socials on the website, and probably through my link tree as well. Well, I mean, there's so much to do. We're being called up to the main stage again. So Gdub, thank you so much for talking to us.
Appreciate you, brother.
Much more to come. And I look forward to putting together that Friday the 13th Gdub Tendo and firing it up on the stream. Thank you.
That's my outro for my stream. Deuces.
Mine's always that. Find what you love and do it unapologetically.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the box.
Do we want to do another one?
I need the mask. Yeah, it's on the.
Oh, funny one.
Both like French fries. I made the Nintendo guy. Look at me.
So are we doing a funny face then?
Actually, I've been recording y'all this whole time too, so let's go ahead and stop that.